All right, now that my heart rate's settled to something far more reasonable, time to talk. So on time we now have no problems. We have Michelin Force XC 27.5 by 2.25 inch tyres. So this is one of Michelin's forays into the MTB tyre category. They also have the Wild Run AM. They've got the Jet XCR. So obviously what I have is sort of their cross-country trail tyre, while the Jet XCR is more of their lower profile, faster rolling, true cross-country tyre. That's more if you run Icons or your XR2s and XR1s. But the Force XC tyres are sort of what I consider to be the Ardent's competitors. Go to skinny this time. Said when you look at the tread pattern, you'll notice that it does have a lower profile in the middle for a faster rolling, but then sort of as you get towards the outside it does actually beef up quite a bit, while with the Jet XCRs it's a bit more uniform, so you can get it onto the side and still roll equally as fast. So I have set these up tubeless, but this time I've set them up with Bontrager's new tyre sealant, which now comes in blue. Wow, making headlines. But when I was tipping it into these tyres, I found that it was a bit less clumpy and a bit more uniform, which should allow it to be a longer lifespan in the tyre without having to disassemble your whole wheel, scrub out your tyre and get the gunk out that usually accumulates. So we are out of Strathdale. I'm currently on the E-loop, which just before I did a bit of a flying run because I wanted to see how these tyres actually did put up when you're trying to chuck pace into them, both on the climbs and the descents. Trail conditions around here are probably well suited to the Force XCs, seeing as there's a lot of loose on hard pack, some rock features mainly being composed of granite, and then you have sort of these corners that are plagued by pebbles and rocks, which can make some corners a bit precocious to navigate, but that's just typical of what we have around here in Bendigo. We don't have machine cut super highway trails. We have these hand cut rugged ones with imperfections. 80 kilometers or so. How do I feel about these? Pretty good. Nothing particularly mind-blowing, nothing that sets me on fire like what the XR5 and XR4s did on the /8. I just find that these are a pretty good tyre in the interim. I haven't regretted switching out my Ardents. With the Michelin tyres, these might be a more durable tyre, but they rely more on mechanical grip to get things done, while the Maxxis Ardents, being a bit softer of a compound, might be more prone to slashing and pinch flats, but they just soak into the trail a bit more. Again, this is only from my first less than 100 k's of riding, but my immediate impression is that these are a lot faster rolling and the mechanical grip is astounding. All right, this is Strath Stringy Track. It's not really that special in the scheme of things, because all this is a relatively flat, twisty turny trail. It can be easily replicated on any flat surface. But what you have is a bunch of corners, whoa, with differing radii, with differing trail surface, and with a few trees on the side to sort of sway against complacency. And what you actually have is a half decent cornering facility. This isn't the Nürburgring by any stretch of the imagination, but you have a fair lot of corners to play with. So we'll just lean around on the side. That felt pretty good. Some harder packed in stuff. Whoop. Bit of tyre give out there. Sort of felt the front wash out. But these are fairly standard grip levels. Already cross-country trail tyre. So I've done a bit more cross-country riding since I had the camera off. But now, I'm just going to do the canyon run, which I've alluded to a few of my friends. So down we go. Ridge up. Every time. It's always that pile of deluge, I think. Yep. It's sandy, but eventually the sides drop away. Oh, there we go. So the initial review, just to top it all off. So they're good because they've got a great mechanical grip. The tread pattern is what you need for an XC trail tyre. They've got low rolling resistance, so they're nice and fast. And they're pretty good under braking. Minor problems, the tubeless installation, where the binding straps in the packaging pinch the bead, and therefore had to use tubes to inflate them. And they've got the high tensile, which just makes them a bit pingy on rocks in the trail surface. So next time I'll probably have the camera on with these tyres. Will be maybe after 500 k's, just so I've got a bit better feeling for them. So until then,